I locked myself in my bedroom and talked to myself for 30 days straight. People thought I lost my mind, but it turned me into a fluent speaker. And I'm about to show you exactly how. This is Mark, and what you're about to learn changes everything. But first, let me tell you what nobody talks about. The real reason you can't speak English. It's not because you don't know enough words. It's not because your grammar is weak. It's because you're terrified. You know exactly what I'm talking about. That moment when your boss asks you something in English and your heart starts racing, your hands start sweating, your mind goes completely blank, and you smile and nod, pretending you understood when you didn't. Or that time at the coffee shop, you practiced the order in your head 10 times. But when the barista looked at you, your mouth just froze, and you pointed at the menu like a child. Or those nights when you lie in bed and you replay that conversation from work, the one where you couldn't find the words. And you think, I'm so stupid. Why can't I just speak? I know this feeling because I lived it. And here's what makes it worse. Everyone tells you the same thing. You need a language partner. You need to practice with native speakers. You need real conversations. So you try. You download apps. You join Facebook groups. You post looking for partners. And you wait. And wait. And nothing happens. Or worse, something does happen. You find someone. You schedule a call. And the entire time, you're translating in your head. You're frozen. You can't think. And afterwards, you feel even worse than before. Because now you know, even with a partner, you still can't speak. This is where most people give up. They think, I'm just not good at languages. Maybe English isn't for me. But here's what I discovered. You don't have a language problem. You have a practice problem. Let me explain. When you try to speak English with other people, your brain is doing three things at once. It's trying to understand what they said. It's trying to translate your response. And it's panicking about making mistakes. That's why you freeze. Your brain is overloaded. But what if You could practice speaking without any of that pressure. What if you could train your mouth to speak English automatically before you ever talk to someone? This is the self-talk method, and it sounds absolutely insane. You're going to talk to yourself in English out loud every single day. Now, I know you're thinking that's crazy, but stay with me because this method is based on how your brain actually learns. Here's the science. When you speak out loud, you activate something called motor memory, your mouth muscles, your tongue, your vocal cords. They learn the physical patterns of English sounds. It's exactly like learning to play piano. You don't learn by watching someone else play. You learn by moving your fingers over and over until it becomes automatic. Speaking English is the same. You need to move your mouth, make the sounds, build the muscle memory. And here's the magic part. When you practice alone, your brain isn't stressed. There's no fear, no judgment, no pressure. So it can focus 100% on building those automatic patterns. This is why self-talk works faster than any language partner ever will. Let me show you the exact system. 3 levels. Each one builds your speaking power. Level 1, emotional narration. Not just, I'm making coffee, that's boring. That's useless. Here's what you do. You narrate your feelings, your frustrations, your real thoughts in English. For example, you wake up late. You don't say, I'm waking up. You say, oh man, I'm so tired. I really don't want to get up right now, but I have to. I'm already late. This is stressful. See the difference? You're using real chunks that express actual emotions. Chunks like, oh man, I really don't want to. I have to. This is stressful. These are the chunks that make you sound human, sound natural, sound fluent. Here's another one. You're stuck in traffic. You say, this is so annoying. I'm going to be late. Again. I should have left earlier. Why do I always do this to myself? You're practicing chunks like, this is so annoying. I should have. Why do I always? These chunks come up in real conversations all the time. But here's the key. You must speak out loud, not in your head. Out loud. Your mouth needs to practice making the sounds. And here's what happens. Day 1, it feels weird talking to yourself. Day 3, you start using chunks automatically. Day 7, you catch yourself thinking in English without trying. This is the foundation. This is where automatic speaking gets built. Level 2, confrontation practice. This is where you face your fears head on. Think about it. What situations terrify you the most? For me, it was answering questions in meetings. My boss would ask, "What do you think about this?" And I would freeze. So here's what I did. Every morning, I asked myself that exact question. What do you think about this project? And I answered out loud, alone. Well, honestly, I think we need more time. To be honest, I'm a bit concerned about the deadline, but I see what you're saying. Maybe we could find a middle ground? I practiced that type of answer 50 times using chunks like, honestly, to be honest, I'm a bit concerned. I see what you're saying. Maybe we could. These chunks, they buy you time. They sound professional. They make you sound confident. And then it happened. Real meeting. Boss asks, "What do you think?" And the chunks just came. No translating, no freezing. The answer flowed. Because I already practiced it 50 times alone. You need to do the same thing. What scares you? Ordering food, making phone calls, small talk with colleagues. Pick one scenario, practice it out loud every single day. Use real chunks that native speakers actually use. Not textbook English, real English. Like when you order coffee. Don't practice, "I would like a coffee, please." That sounds like a robot. Practice, "Hey, can I get a medium latte?" Actually, make that with oat milk. Oh, and do you guys have any croissants left? Chunks like, "Can I get," actually make that, "Oh, and do you guys have?" This is how real people really speak. Level 3, future visualization. This is the most powerful level. You imagine a situation that hasn't happened yet, and you practice it like it's real. Let me give you an example. You have a job interview next week. You're terrified. Here's what you do. You stand in your room. You close your eyes. You imagine you're sitting across from the interviewer, and you practice the entire conversation. Why do you want this position? Well, to be honest, I've been following your company for a while now, and what really excites me is the opportunity to work on international projects. I think my background in could really add value in the team. You practice your tone, your pace, your confidence. You use chunks like, to be honest, what really excites me, I think could really add value. And you practice the hard questions. What's your biggest weakness? Tell me about a time you failed. You practice until you can answer without thinking. Then, when the real interview comes, something incredible happens. Your brain says, I've done this before. The chunks flow automatically. You're calm, you're confident, because you already lived this moment 100 times in your room. Now here's what I want you to really understand. You've been lied to. Everyone told you you need partners to get fluent. That's not true. Fluent speakers, they practice alone. First, they talk to themselves in the shower, in the car, while cooking. They build the muscle memory, the automatic chunks, the confidence. Then they talk to other people. You've been doing it backwards. You've been trying to practice with people before you trained your mouth to speak automatically. That's why you freeze. That's why you panic. That's why you can't find the words. But starting today, everything changes. Here's your mission. Tomorrow morning, you start the 30-day self-talk challenge. Morning, 7 minutes. Narrate your routine with real emotions, real chunks. Oh man, I'm so tired. I really need this coffee. Okay, let me get dressed. Where did I put my keys? I'm always losing things. Afternoon, 7 minutes. Pick one question that scares you. Ask yourself, answer out loud, use real chunks. Evening, 7 minutes. Practice one situation that terrifies you. Live it, speak it, own it. That's 21 minutes daily, no apps, no partners, just you and your voice. But here's what happens. Week 1, you'll feel the chunks coming easier. Week 2, you'll stop translating in your head. Week 3, you'll catch yourself thinking in English naturally. Week 4, you'll walk into a real conversation, and the words will just flow because you already practiced. Now I need you to imagine something. Close your eyes for a second. Imagine 30 days from now, you're at work. Your boss asks you a question in English. And instead of panicking, freezing, sweating. You just answer clearly, confidently. The chunks flow naturally, and you think, wait, I just did that without even thinking about it. Or imagine you're at a coffee shop. A stranger starts a conversation, and you don't run away or give one-word answers. You actually talk. You laugh. You connect. Or imagine you're on a phone call in English and you're not panicking or writing down every word. You're just having a conversation like it's the most natural thing in the world. That version of you exists. That confident speaker is already inside you, but they're trapped behind fear, behind lack of practice, behind waiting for perfect opportunities. The self-talk method sets them free. Here's what I know about you. You're watching this video because you're tired of freezing. You're tired of feeling stupid. You're tired of avoiding conversations. You're ready for something to finally work. This works, but only if you actually do it. Starting tomorrow morning, commit to yourself, not to me, not to your boss, not to anyone else, to yourself. 21 minutes daily, talking to yourself, building the fluency you deserve. Comment committed below. If you're starting tomorrow morning, I want to see hundreds of you taking control of your English right now. Because here's the truth. Nobody is coming to save you. No perfect partner, no magic app, no expensive course. You save yourself with your voice, with your practice, with 21 minutes every single day. The speakers you admire, they weren't naturally talented. They practiced alone, in bathrooms, in cars, in bedrooms. They trained their mouths to speak automatically. Then they spoke to the world. Now it's your turn. Stop waiting. Stop looking. Stop making excuses. Your bedroom is your training ground. Your morning routine is your practice. Your voice is your power. 30 days from now, you'll thank yourself for starting today. Subscribe to English Flow if you're ready to stop being a victim and start being a speaker. Hit that like button if this video gave you the kick you needed. I'll see you in the next one. This is Mark. Now go, lock your door, and start talking.